Hello, Chris. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. How you doing?
I am doing well, thank you. Congratulations on Spiderhead. It's really fun, fascinating, impressive, and a bit twisted to see you take on the role of a villain for once. We're digging the mad scientist persona. Talk to me a little bit about what lured you to the dark side with this one.
Just the opportunity to do something different, and he was nor the traditional villain or traditional hero. Is sort of a mashup of both. He believes what he's doing is noble and true and just, and it is for the betterment of mankind. But, I think most of it is driven by his own personal sort of ego and his complex personality. He's a very passionate individual, highly intellectual, but there's no filter on his expression. There's a real lack of empathy, and there's no sort of, I don't know, subtlety to his interactions and conversations with people. He says what he wants to say and how he wants to say it.
Right. You said you wanted a challenge to do something new. What was the most challenging part about that, about trying something different?
Just keeping it fresh. Anytime you fall into territory that feels familiar, I think you got to kind of come at it from a different angle. There was such a great script here for us to work from. That was our Bible. I think the most challenging thing was that I had an impossibly short window to shoot the film in. I had about 3 or 4 weeks, and normally I would have shot this over 2 or 3 months. And I said I basically had to pass on the movie and said I can't do it because I've got this small window. And Joe Kaczynski and the production team said, no, I think we can pull it off. And so we shot in Queensland, Australia, and turned a convention centre into a studio. And pretty remarkable sort of execution, and we pulled it off.
Yeah, absolutely. Your co-star, Miles Teller, just spoke with him. He's the talk of the town right now, obviously, coming off of the heels also of Top Gun. What was your first impression of Miles when you two met?
I love Miles. I remember the first time I saw Whiplash, I was like, who is this kid? He's insanely talented. And the first time I met him, I thought, he's a lot bigger than I imagined he would be.
I thought you were going to say, he's a lot bigger than me. I was like, wait, first of all,
a lot bigger than me. No, and he was like eye to eye. He's a tall individual, and I didn't know he was that tall. And I didn't expect him to have a sort of wicked, fun sense of humor that he had. I thought he was a very sort of serious actor. But he was great. I mean, it's nice to have someone with that much talent, but also doesn't take themselves seriously and is able to have fun. And there's a dark, twisted sense of humor underneath the film, which I think the two of us kind of had in spades. So that filtered through whether we wanted to or not, which was fun.
Right. And you two obviously sharing a lot of scenes together. What was maybe the most special part about teaming up with him? A favorite Miles moment on set? What was that dynamic like when you guys were rolling?
A favorite Miles moment. I think, look, like most people, you have a sort of banter with and a sense of humor with. The more you get to know each other, the harder it is to sort of play a serious moment. And so we had many sort of outtakes and cracking up when we shouldn't have been cracking up and so on. But as I said, I think it laid a sort of uneasy quality to the film, which we needed there. He had the shirt off scene in the movie, which I was thankful I didn't have to. So he did us proud.
Chris, don't do that. Like, you don't have 1,000 abs and massive biceps also, okay?
I didn't have to do it in that film. I was thankful not to be, to get the spray tan out and do your push-ups and then roll camera. I was like, had my glasses on and my suit, and I was like, on you go, kid.
Look, we weren't mad at the glasses in the suit either. It was a nice change. That's all I'll say about that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Before I let you go, Father's Day is coming up. Do you guys have any traditions in the household? Do you prefer peace and quiet, or do you guys get a little crazy?
I'd love some peace and quiet. My house is pretty crazy continuously. I got 3 kids. I got 2 twin boys, so 8. My daughter's 10. And they have big personalities, big energy, which is a lot of fun. Not so much when you're trying to get some sleep. But I'm sure Father's Day will be, maybe a breakfast in bed if I'm lucky. I'd love to go for a surf, but they'll probably want me to take them for a surf. So
I mean,
yeah,
you were kind of surfing in this. I just had to. I'm sorry. Like
there
this
we
is your.
go.
This is serve. This is serve. Tell me you don't want this on Father's Day. I mean,
That's I'm
yeah.
hoping for to be shot in the back of the head with that bow and arrow my son is gripping so tightly.
Well, whatever you do, happy early Father's Day and congratulations on Spiderhead also.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.